Howdy everybody, this is First Aid Kite. I happen to have two guys with me today. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Wyatt. I play Final Fantasy 13 some of the time.
I'm Psychoserum. I don't do much of anything.
Yeah, I am, I have just decided, screw it, I'm gonna update Final Fantasy 13 thread forum by, including pretty much everyone from that thread in this one. So anyway,
Just gonna post this one over in Final Fantasy, see if anyone notices.
you might have noticed something. We're actually in Monstro and not back at Traverse Town. Very smart of you. I got very lucky here because I don't like fighting enemies in this room, and since the rare truffles decide to spawn in instead, then I don't have to deal with any other type of enemy. Unfortunately, I am not good with fighting the rare truffles yet because I didn't actually get any moves that work with air comboing yet. It's a shame.
Wait. What's the deal with the truffles?
The rare truffles are a form of heartless mushroom. They, like the white mushrooms, do not do you any harm. But with the rare truffles specifically, the more you air combo them, the better things are. You get more tech points, you have a chance for getting items, things like that. Generally just good. Also, that blue trinity down there, last blue trinity of the game.
Yeah?
No more jump trinity.
I'm just like some triumphant theme or something. It's over. Hooray, done. Nice. See, I was going to do that, but I really couldn't remember how the tune went.
Wait, what are you?
Hey, wait a second. Riku's not supposed to be here. He's supposed to be dead. And he did that stupid, I'm reaching out for you, Sora, take my hand animation again.
Yeah, dude, we saw you die.
We did see him die. Well, not really die. He's just kind of possessed right now.
Oh.
Ugh, details.
Okay.
We saw his soul get shredded like confetti, and
We kind of saw him get possessed, and then the possession actually changed how his body is shaped. So, hey, it's that boss from way early in the game, and now the fake Riku is going away. What will become of fake Riku?
Riku's just like, well, fuck this.
Who knows what will
Yeah,
become
I'm sure.
of Riku? We may see him again in a future title. A future title I may be
Sure.
helping directly after this, or not.
I'm sure he'll turn up again.
Anyway,
In
let's show
wild
off
and
our
wacky
brand new
ways.
something.
So what do we got? Okay. And kind of reverse fireflies. Oh, yeah, it's what's his
I
name?
am a bad Eddie Murphy impersonator. So yeah, this is Moshu. He is surprisingly useless against this boss because
USA machine gun.
because he's a machine gun and all, but even though I'm kind of targeting up there, he's not really hitting too well. And also, the way you beat this boss is you are supposed to hit the top end of him until the lower end opens up, then you fight the lower end.
I don't know. I
just
like Moshu's style.
So, summoning Mushu is completely pointless, other than, just showing him off, because I'm sure I'll forget to show him off later.
Well, he's a dragon with a machine gun.
Pretty much, he's just a machine
What
gun.
can you say, really?
So anyway, that was Ragnarok right there. It's that, little move. You use it mostly against aerial enemies, where you basically attack them, and then you shoot out laser beams from your Keyblade. It's not the same kind of laser beams you use in cutscenes, but laser beams nonetheless. So, close enough.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I
Either
guess.
way, it's just the Parasite Cage again, really. I mean, what can you say? It's just the Parasite Cage again.
It's just a thing.
Pretty
Just
much.
stalling, really. Yeah, just stalling.
Pretty much. Just nothing but stalling. But it's okay.
Something
because it's gone.
Something to distract you from the fact that Riku isn't actually dead or possessed or
Yeah.
lost in hell or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure nobody's ever gonna explain that. Then again, it is Kingdom Hearts. That might be the intent.
Actually, yeah, this is Kingdom Hearts. They're going to explain it, and it's going to make no fucking sense.
Oh, by the way, that boss gave me Stopera.
Do you ever use stop or stopper? Or...
I don't actually enjoy using those moves because it stops the enemy, but it also stops them from taking damage.
Really?
Well,
Shit.
kind of. Any damage you deal to it will be dealt after stop wears off. So so for the most part, you're just sitting there waiting for stop to wear off.
Once you just whoop on them, and when it wears off, they keel over.
Pretty much. Though stop is extremely useful against one boss, where it is an optional boss. And I will hopefully be showing that off at some point. But it's not even useful on the boss itself. It's more so just, I guess they realize that stop it in and of itself is kinda useless, so I don't know. They kinda forced you into a reason to use it.
So did Monstro just cough them back into their ship?
Yes.
So what happens to Pinocchio?
I don't know.
So they can literally just get, like, coughed out into space.
I guess they got coughed out into space with their unfinished wooden ship.
Is Pinocchio dead now? Or do puppets breathe?
Who knows? Who really knows?
This is a kind of really creepy worms we're opening here. Did Pinocchio just get murdered?
I don't know. Let's ask Wadiad.
Don't things, like, wind up in Traverse Town?
That's a good point. I mean, when your world is destroyed, and when a whale sneezes you out after you defeat a parasite cage Heartless, maybe you end up in Heartless. Or, I mean, maybe you end up in... Yes, you end up in Heartless Town. No, maybe you end up in Traverse Town. Hey, wait a second. This was never here before. What is this? Oh, it's Geppetto's shop.
Oh. Well, Mystery Solved. Wait, Geppetto wasn't there.
Nope.
Hey, Geppetto, we lost your kid. Wait, what? Oh, you made another one. That's cool.
Basically, Squall got off his ass and ended up providing them a nice house.
What? Why? What
Why
made
not?
him do that?
But because that is what he exists for, to plug
Pretty
holes
much.
in the plot.
So, you can talk to Pinocchio, but like real Pinocchio, he doesn't do anything of use. And I'm trying to talk to Geppetto here, but things just aren't going my way. Donald's in the way, I keep having to, like, run into him. Finally. Essentially, you just talk to him multiple times, and he will give you a bunch of gummy ship
blueprints.
which
Dude,
you
what are you
will,
doing?
which you guys will get to see at the end of this video, hopefully.
Right.
Why
this is
would
all
you want
Final
gummy
Fantasy
ship
shit, isn't it?
blueprints?
Well, some of them are pretty neat, but you know, I'm not actually going to use them, so.
Yeah, but building the gummy ships is like the best part of these games.
I know, right? It's
Not
like.
flying them, but building them's great.
So anyway, we actually get a Keyblade that would have been useful if I had completed Monstro when I was intended to. But as of now, not really. Not really.
Another short one.
Oh, and by the way, I also went to Wonderland, and in a previous video I showed off there was a White Trinity there. I actually used the White Trinity and got that Keyblade, the Lady Luck, which is also pretty much useless to me. For multiple reasons. Basically, at this point in the game, they start kind of handing out Keyblades like candy.
And they're all rubbish?
Pretty much, except for 2. And
He's from
Sid,
Final Fantasy, isn't he?
yeah,
Sid,
Sid's
that's the
from
one.
Final Fantasy VII. Though this is like the censored version, no cigar. He's got a toothpick instead. An abnormally long toothpick. Looks more like a shish kebab skewer.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, he was just eating dumplings every time you go to eat him. Eat him. No,
Look at how he just turns around at the end of the conversation, like, right, done talking to you.
Right. Wyverns. No. Okay, so I'm having a problem, like, getting down on the floor here.
God. That shouldn't be complicated.
At this point I should probably mention, for some strange reason, every time I was recording a video, I was actually freezing, like the preview was freezing every 5 seconds. So I had absolutely no clue what was going on for most of this. It made a lot of things much harder than they needed to be. Luckily it didn't actually affect the final outcome of the video. Oh, hi Kyrie. I just want to mention, if you come down here
Yeah.
before you talk to Sid and he tells you to come down here, that mural is just a moon and you can't do anything with it.
It's almost hypnotic. No, it isn't. It's just a shitty painting of the sun.
That turned into the moon for some reason.
And gave you a navi gummy, whatever that is.
A navigation gummy.
Well, obviously, but what the hell is that?
It's
Lets you
gonna
go
allow
to
us-
new levels.
It'll allow us to get back to Hollow Bastion since they broke the passage.
Hooray.
Yay.
A light at the end of the tunnel.
I get it.
Oh, your grandma's story.
I don't get it.
What?
That's right. We were together.
What? No. Grandmother didn't come up with that.
But you were with me all along.
No, she wasn't. Riku had her.
Finally, we're together, Kyrie. Now,
God, not even Sora knows what's going on in this fucking story.
Well, Sora knows because he could witness...
Just left.
Didn't
Yeah.
Riku get, like, eaten or something?
Well, not...
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just call it Eaton.
I was lost in the darkness. I couldn't find my way.
I don't know how to describe what actually happened other than Tetsuya Nomura!
It swallowed me.
Wait, when did that happen?
Then I
Which
heard a
is-
voice. Your voice.
Mm.
It happened last video, dude. Don't you remember?
Just forget about you, Sora.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, last video.
Wait, no, I'm retarded. Never mind.
Because at the time of this recording, I've posted the most recent video.
Saw that light.
Right.
I think that's
Yeah.
what saved me.
Shit.
No matter how
Well,
So you should already know about things like how Sora killed himself with a Keyblade in order to set Kyrie's heart free, because Kyrie's heart was actually inside of him
Why not?
from the beginning
Yeah.
of the game.
Because it's
yeah, that was dumb as hell.
The plots of further
And for
games
some reason,
all
get this
hinge
camera.
off about one moment.
Okay, that's creepy. Could have done without that.
Kyrie, even if we're apart, we're not alone anymore.
Badly textured face. Badly textured face.
You kind of in my way.
3 frames of eye winking. A badly textured face. Oh hey, it's a new Keyblade.
It's
Uh,
lucky charm. Be
alright.
sure to bring it back to me.
Well, that's not, like,
Don't
jarring
worry, I will.
at all.
Seriously. It's not even a little bit unnerving.
Promise.
Wasn't your face flat just a few seconds ago?
Don't ever forget. Wherever you go, I'm always with you.
That's creepy.
Isn't that basically this entire conversation has been saying that over and over again?
Pretty much, except she wanted to go with us to the next world, and Sora's like, no, you dumb faggot.
Just really hammering that nail. I'm always with you. I'm watching you all the time.
So anyway, yeah, that was the Oathkeeper, which is one of 2, pretty important plot Keyblades. And when I
Right.
say plot Keyblade, I mean, for the most part, they tend to show up a lot. The basic idea behind the Oathkeeper is that lucky charm she was making at back at the very, very beginning of the game, she finally finished it, gave it to us, Sora slapped it onto a keychain, and now it's a Keyblade.
Of course.
Yes.
Makes
Usually
perfect sense.
the Oathkeeper and Oblivion Keyblade get paired together a lot, and you guys will be seeing the Oblivion fairly soon. Which is, well, a good thing, obviously, because the Oblivion...
Yeah, hooray.
The Oblivion is one of the better Keyblades in the game. Oathkeeper is nice, but they give it to you at a time where you are getting so many Keyblades that you're quickly going to override which one you use. And there are definitely, as far as shorter Keyblades go, there are definitely better Keyblades to use. Which is kind of a shame.
Is there actually an advantage to using a shorter Keyblade, or?
For the most part, shorter Keyblades, while they do have less range, you tend to run into shorter Keyblades having being more magical based. So if you're going the magic route, then well, that's usually a good idea. Alternatively,
these idiots again.
Alternatively, I noticed that a bunch of those Keyblades, shorter Keyblades, tend to have way more in the way of what's the word I'm looking here? Critical hits. They tend to do criticals a bit more, or at least have more skills. Based.
Yeah, it's not something you really want to rely on, is it?
Not necessarily. No. Though there are some Keyblades that pretty much do critical hits all the time, so what's it matter?
Nice.
Either way, we just need to get the navigational gummy all set, and we will be able to return to Hollow Bastion. In which case, I will see you guys next video, where I will be running back to Hollow Bastion.
Oh hey, that sounds like a barrel of laughs.
For now, though, let's look at all those things I got. There's Shadow Ship, there's Sid's, and there's Yuffie's. I don't get it.
Oof. Okay, that's cool.
What, the cacti?
Does the cacti even have things on it to make it work?
I think so.
That's
Pretty sure it does.
How cool is that? Yes, that's bad fanfic.
Either way, I think the moral of the story here is that we only really have room for a few more ships, so I guess I'd better make them count. This has been First Aid Kite.
This has barely been what I had.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
I've been Psychoserum and I've learned nothing.
Seriously, dude, no wonder Final Fantasy XIII never gets updated. You don't talk!
I've been Porklift.
Screw Forklift.
Man, if he starts looking like that, we'll never get an update out of him.
Forklift updates?